back. It is so lovely to have you here. Today we've got a leg day, has deadlifts involved, and it's a glute and ham focused workout. So the way that this training is structured is a little bit different from what I was doing before, especially since I'm hybrid training. So I'm only in the gym 4 days a week, but I still work out 6 days a week. I run 3 of those days. So, lots of load on the body still and definitely getting used to it. Last week was humbling. After taking 2 weeks off for the first time in years, I was like, oh my God, my low back. So hopefully we have no issues today and we can get some clean, heavy reps in for deadlifts because I'm craving it. Today, I'm not doing pre-workout because this is a morning workout and I just don't feel like having pre-workout yet. Iced tea lemonade energy drink from Ghost and my shaker here. I've got Pump. So this is the passion fruit flavor, so I'm gonna sip on this while I'm warming up and hopefully be done with it before I hit my first working set. It's just vasodilators, no caffeine, no beta alanine, so it just helps with that pump. But anyway, code MUSCLEMAMI to save 20% as always, and I'm gonna go ahead and warm up on my own today, and then I will show you my first warm-up sets for deadlift today. Okay, so this right here is gonna be first warm-up set, just at 135, nothing crazy. We'll put a couple 25s on each side for the next warm-up set, and then hopefully jump right into it at 225 today. Okay, last warm up here is just 185 on the bar. Just gonna throw around like 3-ish reps and then we'll jump weight from there. Actually, I lied. We'll do one more warm-up set. This is gonna be at 205. Just gonna throw around 1 to 2 reps based on how this feels. Just kind of waking everything up. Nothing crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and throw another plate on each side and then go from there. Okay, so we got 225 on the bar now. This is gonna be the first working set, aiming for 6 to 8 reps, 4 sets today. So there's a good chance I'm gonna drop weight because I did last week. Just getting back into deadlifts after not really deadlifting for a month. So see how this feels. This will decide what set number 2 looks like. Yeesh. Just sticking with 5 on this first set. I am gonna stick with 225 on my next set and aim for 5 reps again. Add a little bit of chalk, and then we're probably gonna drop weight from there. All right, this right here is set number 2, aiming for 5 reps, a little bit of chalk on the hands. Definitely feeling weak, but getting in what we can. So we dropped weight on this. This is only 195 on the bar. Again, just trying to be slow and controlled, not mess my back up, especially because right after this is good morning. So if my low back isn't fried by the time I get there, it sure is gonna be fried by the time I'm done with those good mornings. So aiming for at least 6 reps here, 2 more sets of this, and then we'll move on. This right here is last set for at least 6 reps, and then I'm done with these guys. So just getting her done. And that is it for deadlifts. I'll show you one set of good mornings, and then we'll move on from there for the day. Okay, so right now all the barbells are taken for good morning. So instead of barbell, I'm actually gonna try this new machine out. So this one kind of loads on the top just like a barbell would, but it's kind of like a mixture of a pendulum kind of setup with maybe like, I don't even know how to compare this. I've never seen a machine like this anyway, but I'll show you how I'm gonna set up for this one. I only got 25s on each side and focusing on locking in and building the erector spinae. We'll be feeling it especially toward that lower end. Okay, so I did end up removing the weight on set number 2 after watching my form because I just couldn't get full depth with it. So this is set number 3, again with no weight on the sides, and I'll just kind of show you what it looks like with the full range of motion. And then we got lying hamstring curls after this one. A cool new machine. We'll be using this again. Really liked how it locked me in. I could just focus on control with the movement. So yeah, big fan. Really liked the range of motion I got without any weight on the sides. But I'll go ahead and show you lying hamstring curls here next. Okay, next up here is prone or a lying leg curl. I don't usually use this machine. I usually use a different variation. So we'll see how this goes. It's 3x12 and there's a 3-second pause at the bottom, which is different from what I usually do training wise. This is new for this program. And I think part of it's because of me hybrid training. So I did a sprint workout yesterday. So we'll see how this feels. It's definitely sitting with a little bit of soreness, but I'm feeling good overall. So not working with a whole lot of weight. That 3-second pause at the bottom throws me off a little bit, but this is my last set. And then I'll show you my next exercise after this one. Definitely a kicker on that one, but I'll show you my next exercise. Okay, next up here is 3x10 to 12 of a hip thrust machine with like a 1-second pause at the top, just squeezing at the top. We'll see how set number 3 here goes. 3, this is my last set, and hopefully you can hear me okay with the fan, we shall see. I am sweating. Gray is not the right color for today, I guess. That's it for that one. I'll show you my next exercise here. Whew. Okay, so next up here we got 3x15 of seated hamstring curls. I already did set number 1, this is set number 2. Again, aiming for 15 reps, and I will show you my next exercise after this one. Next up here is 3x15 of abductor machine. So this is set number 3, just getting in 15 reps, not necessarily pushing myself past exhaustion, just because with running, this point can get really overworked and overtrained. So it's more just getting the movement in, getting the volume in, and strengthening a little bit. So this is last set here, and then I'll show you one of my sets of calves, and then I'm out of here. This right here is 3x20 of calf raises. I'm just going to show you my last set, and then I'm out of here. And do a little upper body pump cover reel, even though I didn't even hit upper body, just because legs I've had today and the pretty sweaty sweatpants. But yeah, good workout overall. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this workout. I felt pretty good, especially after last week I was struggling. So I feel a lot better coming into this week. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this little leg day vlog with some deadlifts involved. If you did, please leave a comment below and let me know. As well as let me know if you're hybrid training, what kind of training scheme you're in, if it's purely bodybuilding, purely powerlifting. I'd love to hear kind of how that experience has been going for you. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time.